Thank yous. I would like to thank President Fry for giving me this opportunity to become the head basketball coach at Wayne State College. Mike Pawicki, who I've been fortunate to know for quite a few years, he was the part that made this job really attractive the second it became open, and then obviously I learned everything I did about it after that. And Mr. Gross for chairing the committee, the interview committee, which was a wonderful experience. I got to meet a lot of wonderful people throughout that process and learn a lot about Wayne State College. I'd also like to thank the real head coach, my wife, Kristen, right here. I'm very fortunate to have her, and she's excited about this move. It was a move that had to work both personally and professionally. We were not excited about leaving Fayette because we liked the small community, but I wanted a better job than what we had at Upper Iowa. And when the Wayne State position came open, she researched on the internet for about, I think we texted like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. By 5 o'clock, she had said, "Let's go." So you know, that had to work because we have 5 kids, 3 that live with us, 2 that live with their mom in St. Louis that visit quite often. So we wanted a community that we felt like we could have those 5 children in and still be safe and have the closeness. And our oldest son Cole, he wanted McDonald's in the same town, so I think we won. But all kidding aside, I'm very excited about being the head basketball coach at Wayne State. I really am. This is a position that has a lot of prestige out there, tradition, and you know, obviously it goes back a long ways. But in my immediate past, when Coach McDermott did a great job here, doing things a way that I kind of studied when I got the Upper Iowa job, that plan that Mr. Pawicki was speaking of. I think Coach Rico did a good job, and Paul I think did a very good job when the time he was here. Now it's our job to come in and keep moving it forward and taking another step and getting this program to where we want to be, which is a regional tournament, competing for conference championships. All those things we can do, but it takes time to do it the right way. There's no quick fix. We're not going to walk in here tomorrow and win 25 games. If we do, that's great. But to have a plan in place, you've got to start at the ground zero. You've got to build it up, and you've got to develop a program, not a basketball team. So I'm looking forward to the challenges in front of us to build that program. I think there's great pieces in place right now, the support, the administrators. I think the team that's coming back, they all seem like very good student athletes. I've got to know them a little bit over the phone, and obviously played against a handful of them. You know, I was really glad that Amy graduated, and I really wish she hadn't graduated. So we'll work on that, Shane. If we can get him some more eligibility, that'd be great. But no, we're just really excited, and we're ready to start building this thing and moving forward. So at this time, I'd welcome any questions.
Coach, can you describe your philosophy for us, please?
Yeah, I think from a standpoint of watching our games, I don't think we'll be a whole lot different. I think Coach Combs did a tremendous job of getting the team to play extremely hard. I think that's how we played in the last 7 years at Upper Iowa. I think you'll see more of an identity on the offensive end. We do run a system on that end of the floor that involves a lot of spacing, a lot of cutting, a lot of back screening, a lot of back cutting. You know, spreading the floor and let some guys attack in various positions. You know, it's an offense that you can really tweak towards, you know, your best player. It may look different one year than it does the next based on where your talent is at, but it's going to be the same base. You know, and defensively, we're just going to guard, if we have the bodies and the depth, and we're going to guard 94 feet and try to speed the opponent up. And you know, the biggest thing about our teams over the last few years we've been successful is we haven't gotten tired the last 10 minutes on Saturday night. I think that's where you get into postseason plays, by winning those close games on Saturday night.
You went from 3-25, I think, your first year to.
Thanks for reminding me.
Well, just saying, this is where you come to the NCAA regionals last year. What was it about building that program up? How did you take that program from 3 wins to NCAA regional? Well,
I tell you what, it was an exciting time. I mean, Mike was there when I inherited the program at Upper Iowa. In fairness to the coaches that were there, you know, they were transitioning from Division III to Division II. I caught the tail end of that, and we just started with a base plan. We brought in 11 new guys that second year. The first year we just played with what was there, and we brought in 11 guys, and that was what really started. 7 high school freshmen, or going to be freshmen, 2 4-year transfers and 2 junior college transfers, and we saw a lot of growth there. Obviously the league changed, and we had to change with it when we had those 4 schools. But I think what you saw is we went with high school kids, we went with young kids, and we just kept building it up. The class that just graduated, our 5 seniors, that was my second recruiting class. The way scholarships work where I was at, we kind of skipped a year. And so the second class just came in. You saw all that hard work and buying in the system. You have guys that are seniors that have played some minutes since they're freshmen. Their leadership qualities, their buy-in ability to your program just trickles all the way down to your juniors and your sophomores and your incoming freshmen. I think what you saw last year was our guys had been so close for so long that those close games that we had let slip through our fingers, we didn't let slip through our fingers last year. And I think it's because we had a program and not just a basketball team. And it was really exciting. It was one of the best years of my life professionally. I can tell you, winning's a lot more fun than losing. So Coach Kilsmeyer, he knows he wins a lot more than I do, so he knows it's fun. And so it was exciting, and we hope we can do that same thing here, except maybe take another step forward from just making the NCAA regional.
And I guess to follow that up, based on what you know of what Wayne State has coming back this year, how close do you think this team is to being a team that can compete and be maybe a contender for a regional?
Well, that's a good question. I was thinking about that last night because I figured I'd get asked that. There's only 5 or 6 returners, and there's 7, 8 new guys coming in, so that's a hard question to answer. I don't know a whole lot about the new guys coming in. I can speak for the returners. I think they all play extremely hard. I'm excited to coach them. I know they'll buy into the philosophy just of the work ethic and all that. I think guys that work that hard are always going to be successful. But that's a question I don't know if I can answer fairly right now because I just don't know the talent level everybody has. But like I told them when I met with them on my interview, we can be as good as their talent's going to let us if they buy in, if they trust. There's going to have to be a trust between me trusting them and them trusting the coaching staff as well in order for us to max out our talent this first year. And that's always a tricky thing with the first-year coaches, developing that trust. And why is coach making us do this? And then me asking why is so-and-so doing that? If we can eliminate that early and just trust one another that there's a purpose and a reason for what we're doing, I think we could have a pretty good year. I couldn't put a number on it, nor would I, but that's how I feel about this moment.
What are your thoughts about staying in the NSIC and kind of your comfort level within the conference?
Well, I mean, remind me I said this in January, but I love this conference. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's great coaches. It's unique, I think, in the summer. We all get along well and spend time together. So I like that side of it. I like the Friday, Saturday layout because I think that's how the regionals are played and the conference tournament. As we get up to Sioux Falls next year with 3 games in 3 nights possibly. So I like that. I like the style of play in this league. I think not every Division II league has the opportunity to build a program recruiting high school kids that play hard and do the right things. I think this league really, you can do that in this conference. Everybody's a little bit different, but the kids, the regional kids that you get to recruit to come play in this conference is the #1 selling point because they're great kids. 99% of them come from great families. 99% of them understand how hard you have to work to be successful. 99% of them, academics is important to them. So all those things is what makes this conference so unique, and that's why it's such a positive. And that's why I really look to stay in the conference. It's hard to move. Obviously, I got guys that I love and appreciate over at Upper Iowa, but that's the only downside if there is one. But we're really excited about what we can do here.
Talk about the difference between Fayette, Iowa, and Wayne, Nebraska. Both small towns.
This is not a small town. As I said, this is 6 times bigger than, or 5.6 times bigger than Fayette. So, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but this isn't a small town at all. You have stoplights, multiple ones. Any other questions?
Who's your assistant coaches?
My assistant coach soon will be Brett Putz right there. Some of you probably remember him. He played at St. Cloud, graduated a year ago, spent this past season as an assistant at St. Cloud. So far this summer, he's worked at St. Cloud, Upper Iowa, and now Wayne State. So hopefully we don't lose him to like Sioux Falls or something here in a couple of weeks. But no, we're real excited to have Coach Putz. He's really grinded out. He's been a trooper throughout this whole deal. He's been living out of the trunk of his car, and he's really excited to get going, and he's just going to do a great job. If you want to know his nickname, just come up and ask me later. I'll share it with you.
You gonna have any graduate assistants?
Yeah, Amory, I apologize. Amory Shelby will be the graduate assistant. He's finishing up his internship in Cedar Rapids right now, and I think he plans on being over here around the 14th or 15th of August. And I've known Amory since he was in high school. We recruited him a little bit at Upper Iowa, and obviously Sam Elgin, one of our seniors, and Amory are best friends. Sam Elgin from Upper Iowa, so we've always had kind of the skinny on what was going on around here with Amory, and we're real excited to have him on staff. I think he's going to be a big key in bridging the communication between me and Coach Putz and the team, and he's been a very big asset to us so far to this point.
Now, have you had any discussions with him about his last second shot here back in February?
That's something that's going to happen face to face. You might have to check all our conditioning drills, make sure the times are right. Any questions? Well, again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. My family and I are very excited about joining the Wayne community and being a part of Wayne State College. Thank you.